Hey you guys, it's Brit tonight. We're here with a quick little update on Gypsy Rose. I have been really active over on Instagram all day today and just receiving lots of different kind of opinions and screenshots and all of the things. So I figured let's jump on and do this update. It is actually like a really interesting update, at least in my eyes it is. So I'm going to share it with y'all. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys. So let's start out with the. I don't know. I think both of these updates are interesting, depending on kind of how you feel about it or how you view these things. But first, I want to talk about Gypsy Rose being on a little romantic, allegedly, in my opinion, extravaganza with her ex-fiance Ken. They are spotted here, and of course I'll show the photo. They are down in New Orleans and they look like they are having the time of their life, smiling, the shades on. Gypsy's got this cute little tan top on, and it does look like she is very happy. So as an isolated incident, these are two people that appear to be very happy to be in the situation that they are in. However, if you've been following the Gypsy Rose story, you would know why this comes off as, to me, very tacky. And it's feeding that soap opera windmill of nonsense that she has been involved in for a while now. I said a while ago, and in case this is the first video that y'all are seeing of mine, one of my biggest issues in life would be infidelity, cheaters. People who cheat are, it's just the bottom of the barrel. And I understand that sometimes you're in a relationship that's not making you happy and you venture off or whatever. If you're in a relationship that is not making you happy and feeding your soul and giving you what you need, then you need to separate from that person before you go and lay in someone else's bed. Because what you are doing by going and cheating is you are leaving that other person with a lifetime of trauma, feeling neglected, feeling like they are always going to be cheated on, major trust issues, obviously. And that sucks. And I don't hold space to feel bad for people that are cheaters. And allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, I believe that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is a cheater when it comes to her relationship with Ryan Anderson. So how do y'all feel about this? Down below, sound off. Let's get over to the money talk of this video. This is being reported by TMZ, so as always, I need to put the very obvious disclaimer. Please take everything in this article with a grain of salt. I think most of y'all watching this video have logical thinking skills and know to take anything that you hear on the internet with a grain of salt and come up with your own conclusion. But this was just posted late last night, and it says Gypsy Rose Blanchard, TikTok money in Ryan's account. He hasn't reached out. And in my last video about Gypsy, I talked about her and her camp and or family allegedly feeding TMZ a lot of this information. So I do think that they have a biased stance as far as what they are reporting on. But the article says Gypsy Rose is missing a pretty big bag from her TikTok account. Several $1,000s that ended up in her estranged husband's hands when she deleted her account. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Gypsy had over 9 million TikTok followers, which, as a complete side note, she has reopened that TikTok account. I covered that in the last video as well, which will be linked down below. Gypsy, who had over 9 million TikTok followers, earned approximately $6,000 through the Creator Fund from all the videos on her TikTok page, an account she needed to connect to a PayPal a couple months ago. Since she didn't have a PayPal account, Gypsy hooked it up to then husband Ryan Anderson's account. She didn't really think about the money again. We're told social media was proving too stressful for Gypsy, and after a long talk with her parole officer, she decided to delete her TikTok. I think that it was not so much a mentor-mentee role, but a this is what has to be done because you are on parole type of conversation. allegedly. Our sources say Gypsy thought she would simply lose the money once deleting her account, but she hopped back on the platform this week and discovered TikTok had released the funds into Ryan's PayPal account. I also just want to pop in here that maybe that's money that should go towards raising Pixie, since Pixie was kind of left with Ryan and all of the expenses that come along with owning a dog. We're told Ryan hasn't said a word about receiving the $6,000, and Gypsy Rose Blanchard hasn't asked for it, instead consulting with her divorce lawyer to see what they can do to retrieve it. It also goes into kind of the separation, the divorce, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to, rehash that in this video. Him allegedly being a hot sleeper and the leftovers in the fridge and all of the things. And it's just funny because now in this current conversation, we're not talking about the alleged abuse that Ryan was inflicting upon Gypsy. Everything goes back to this kind of really petty stuff. And I don't know, like if you're literally escaping an abusive situation, I would feel like that's the thing that is being cited as to why you needed to seek shelter, why you needed to seek residence away from where you were living. But I've had that conversation before. It is wild to me that you want to sit here and ask, like, oh, well, let's work with the divorce attorney to see if we can get my TikTok money. Ma'am, you are already asking him for alimony, which I don't think that she will receive. I think that this unfolding really confirms to me personally that the entire Ken reunion was not planned. I don't think that was something that she had on the radar. I think it's something that happened very quickly and she just decided to go ahead with it because she felt like that's what's going to make her happy. Gypsy also responded to a comment from Nina, a beauty influencer over on TikTok, and she said that she is very happy, they have each other's hearts, and whatever. Gypsy, you also said that about Ryan. So how do you expect anyone to believe that this is actually good for you when just a few months ago you were screaming that the D is fire?
You guys, I'm here with Gypsy Rose herself, the celeb of the moment. So I know you have so many followers, so much love on social media, but what I want to know is, what do you have to say to the haters?
Well, can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. I'm living my best life, and y'all can't take that from me.
And the D is
fire.
Everything was sunshine and lollipops, and now you're running around with your ex-fiance and making this other guy out to be a horrible individual based on your experience, allegedly. So it just kind of seems like it's just a matter of time before Ken is then enemy number one. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I had a really busy day, but I figured since this was being, shared and talked about quite a bit, I would bring the update to y'all. And I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.